um, grow to breeding age, you would still have problems with um, the fact that because of the genetics in it, you wouldn't get, if you bred a Cornish rock cross with another Cornish rock cross, you won't get a Cornish rock cross baby. What you'll end up with is a either a Cornish or a rock. So that's another reason for going ahead and purchasing the um, broiler chicks and just raising the chicks and then butchering them. I have no idea if or where you can get the breeding stock for those, but excuse me, I'm pretty sure that somewhere you could find it. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure where. I've never tried to look, but I'm pretty sure if you were able to find them, you would pay a pretty penny for them because, like I said, it's many years of breeding, and that's how they get their Cornish rock crosses. Um, they just many years of selective breeding in order to get the right parent stock. So, but you're more than welcome to try and see if you can find them, and if you can afford it, by all means, go right ahead and try to breed your own. Um, the uh, the lifespan of a chicken, if you let them live to old age, I've read can be anywhere between 10, 15, maybe even 20 if you're lucky. Um, Most birds lay for 5 to 8 years, I've read. As they get older, their laying will slack off quite a bit. All hens go through a molt when they reach roughly about 18 months of age. You have to excuse my kids are having a fit back here. It's all right, Marley. Don't cry. I know. I know. Anyway, um, the hens will go through a molt roughly around 18 months of age. During that time, they will practically not lay at all um, because hens begin to lay anywhere between 5 to 7 months of age, and then they go through their molt at roughly 18 months, and they won't lay during their molt, and they will lose all their feathers and grow their new feathers. Um, and then they should pick up their laying again after their molt. It won't be as prolific as it was before, but they will still lay pretty well. If you get production egg layers, then I'm pretty sure that you will never have a problem with the number of eggs that they'll produce. Um, but So yeah, they start breeding and laying between 5 to 7 months of age. They go through their molt around 18 months, and I mean that's pretty much it till they die or they're butchered, one or the other. Um, uh, let's see. I have a paper here that I'm trying to touch on my talking points. Um, During the winter, the production of eggs will drop dramatically. I mean, our birds basically started laying at winter, so that made it even worse. So we hardly got anything. We would get like 4 eggs in a week, but it warmed up a little bit this past week, and out of 3 hens that are laying currently, we have gotten a dozen eggs in just a couple of days. So I have learned um, through different sources that um, chickens don't tend to lay in the winter. My theory on that is um, if a chicken lays eggs during the winter and incubates them, there's a higher chance of those chicks freezing to death. And so they don't naturally lay as often during the winter as they would in the summer. And that is primarily driven not so much by the temperature as it is the sunlight. When the days get shorter, they don't lay as much. When the days are longer, they'll lay like crazy. So one of the things that are suggested um, is if you want your hens to lay pretty decently all year round, the best thing to do is to get a light out in your lighthouse, birdhouse. And so that's one of the things that is on our list of things to do this year is to get a light out there so that during the winter months they will still lay pretty well for us. Um, I'll go over the types of breeds that I have right now, and I'll try to make sure I include pictures of the specific birds that I'm talking about. Um, my big rooster is, we call him Big Daddy. He is a white rock, and they're one of the larger of the standard breeds. He is a big boy. He's a very big rooster, but he's very sweet. So I had heard somewhere that rocks have a tendency to be more aggressive, but we haven't had any problems out of ours. Um, One of the hens that we currently have laying is a Cornish hen, and she's pretty sweet. And the Cornishes have generally a more game shape to their body. If you look for game hens and all that kind of stuff, they kind of that's the kind of shape that they have to their body. Kind of, they look kind of lanky, but they have a lot more meat on their breast than they appear, which is one of the reasons why they use Cornishes. Excuse me, for creating the Cornish rock cross. Is because their meat in their breast is more tightly compacted. It's a tighter knit in the muscle. So they that's how they figured to do the rock with the Cornishes. Honey, hold on a minute, okay? Um, so they had the put bred the size of the rock with the meat type of the Cornish, and that's how you get the Cornish rock cross. Um, we also have a Buff Orpington hen. She is pretty sweet. She'll follow you around, and I know you saw the overview video. She was following me around all over the place and was pecking at my pants, wanting me to give her some food. And pretty much Buff Orpingtons are known for being pretty decent layers and go broody, not extremely often, but decently often, not annoyingly often. But being broody means that the chicken is ready to sit on eggs and incubate them. And you'll pretty much know when a chicken is ready to incubate eggs because she will sit in a nest box and she won't move. She won't get up to eat, drink, poop, whatever. Now, when they are sitting on eggs, they will get up once a day quickly to eat, drink, use the bathroom, and then back on the nest they go. Generally, they won't let you touch them. If you get your hand near, I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube about people teasing their broody hens and moving their hand close to them, and they'd start screeching at them. But none of my birds have ever gone broody, but everybody I've talked to have all said that when your chicken's broody, you'll know. Um, so Buff Orpingtons are known for being decent brooders. Um, I have also a New Hampshire red hen. Nothing really special about her. Um, all of those except for the Cornish have single cones. The Cornish hen has a pea cone. And I also have my 5 Jersey Giant hens, which, as I explained, are very large breeds. Excuse me, I think I read somewhere that the hens can get up to um, 9 to 10 pounds, the hens themselves. So we got some of the Jersey Giants for breeding stock.